This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet. They want to choke you. They want to choke you out of business. We're not going to let that happen.
And this coincides with Trump starting a private crypto business, him and his family, World Liberty Fi. The whole Trump family seems excited about this, excited to announce the launch of World Liberty Fi, a new era in finances here, crypto DeFi. It's truly amazing how pro-crypto Trump is. And beyond even Trump, I'm excited for stuff like this, different policies that they're trying to get passed. Senator Cynthia Lummis says that her strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, which hopefully Trump supports in full, will be ready for prime-time legislation in 2025. Do you realize this is happening? Prime-time legislation in 2025. Do you realize this is happening?
The last time we spoke, you were just revealing your proposal for a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and I think hoping for a substantive sort of feedback period here between now and the end of the year. How's that going?
Well, it's going really well. We had proposed that we use our gold certificates, mark them to market, sell them for US dollars, invest US dollars in Bitcoin, store it untouched for 20 years, and 1 million Bitcoin would reduce our current debt in half. So it is a play to back the US dollar. It's also a play to make sure that our debt is being retired and having a strategy for it. So I continue to visit with members of the Senate about that concept. We know this is something that's not ready for 2024 primetime legislation, but it will be in 2025.
Now, Kamala really hasn't gone as far as all of us would hope. Look, I don't care if you like Kamala, don't like Kamala, like Trump, don't like Trump. Crypto shouldn't be a partisan issue. So Kamala's not going as pro-crypto as Donald Trump. It seems like she's taking tiny little baby steps. At least this is happening, but we need more than this. I love the perspective that Thorne of Galaxy Digital gives here. He perfectly sums up in a nuanced way the impact that both Trump and Kamala are having and will have if either of them get elected.
I think there's a lot of uncertainty about the political situation, right? I mean, I think it is true. I mean, you saw Bitcoin trade all the way up to 70K, basically on the precipice of Trump's speech in Nashville in July. I think it's fair to say that most people view a Trump victory as very bullish for the crypto industry in America. If we take that biggest step back, Jordan, and think about how far we've come that it's even potentially a political issue in a US presidential election, it is, I think, a little surprising that people are so complacent about that. Even getting the meager statements we've gotten from the Harris campaign, which are quite light, I should point out, would still have been almost unthinkable, merely years ago. I think the way to think about the election is that even as a trading perspective, like on Bitcoin specifically, you're meant to own wingy upside in the event of a Trump victory. I think it's very possible we run quite higher, even, to 100K or beyond this year if Trump wins, solely because of the shifts in the regulatory landscape that are likely to occur. And we've gotten a taste of that. Brian Brooks at the OCC, when Trump was previously president, eased all the regulations, specifically guided that banks could touch cryptos and use blockchain networks. I mean, the whole swaths of the regulatory regime would be likely to change for the positive for crypto if he were to win. I think conversely, if Harris wins, I think it's probably neutral, basically, as far as I can tell. There is no meaningful demonstrated difference between the Harris campaign's positions on crypto and the Biden administration's. And when you look at the people advising her, they're all from the Biden administration on crypto policy. So I think if anything, that's positive because it's not likely to be like a net new negative, but you just sort of wait and see. So I feel like downside's relatively capped on the election outcome, but there's still the potential for, big upside.